Susan Golden, and I am a professor in the Division of Biological Sciences and the director of the Center for Circadian Biology. I'm also an HHMI professor, and I'm the instructor of the BioClock Studio, which is the class that's developing these videos. The research in my lab is unique in that we're studying circadian rhythms in bacteria, specifically cyanobacteria, which are photosynthetic bacteria that have very robust, wonderful circadian rhythms, but the mechanism that drives them is really quite different than the circadian clocks that you find in eukaryotes. Cyanobacteria are actually very important. They were the organisms that were responsible for probably the most cataclysmic environmental event that's ever happened on Earth, which is they destroyed the environment by creating oxygen, this toxic gas. Short story of that is they created the Earth's atmosphere. I had already been a scientist for many years before I got into circadian biology, and I did already work on cyanobacteria, but I worked on photosynthesis. And I was contacted by two people from other institutions who wanted to pursue circadian rhythms in cyanobacteria. We already made that are reporter strains that have gene fusions to luciferase, and I know that that's a good way to look at circadian rhythms. And just, I'll send these to you and see what you find. And they were beautifully rhythmic. So at that point, we knew that we had something that could be very exciting to follow up. My lab has always had undergraduates working in the lab. The student will participate in a project. Very often it involves doing molecular cloning, creating mutants, checking the function of genes by moving those genes into various mutants and analyzing the phenotype. The BioClock Studio has been producing a lot of great educational materials that are appropriate for our undergraduate level class. In the near future, we can really focus on educating the world